1 2 1 2. Love you, Divine Tarot, and you. Oh, happy birthday to my Geminis, blessed Geminis. Oh, happy birthday to all my Geminis, sexy Geminis. Happy birthday to all of our lovely and handsome and sexy Gemini. So quick to the wit and so easy to talk, dear, 'cause it's legit Geminis. Happy birthday is for you. It's for you and only you, Geminis. Only you and only you know what you can do. Through and through, Geminis. My goodness. Geminis, the universe wants you to recognize your gift. Some of you guys have a gift where when you manifest, things really manifest swift. That's what I'm getting. A lot of you guys, a lot of you guys need to really practice this, this gift, because I'm seeing it. You guys have this gift to manifest, and when you manifest, it materializes so swift. So a lot of you guys need to play this game with the universe, right? And it is very valid, that you let the universe know that you would like the universe to show you in 24 hours, or how many hours you choose, all right, that you are what you call master manifester. Some of you guys really are master manifester. However, you're a manifester, and whatever you manifest, it materializes very fast. That's why it's important that you guys keep your energy positive thinking, because you know how people say, oh, okay, I got a feeling he coming over here to borrow some money. And then he gone. But the bottom line is you manifested that, okay? Stuff like that in each and every way. So that's important for you guys to know. I'm talking to a lot of slewfoot, left-handed Geminis, okay? That's what I'm talking to in every way. And a lot of you guys are, I'm getting a little lighter complected. So say like fair skin. I don't know, I'm talking to a lot of fair-skinned, slewfoot, left-handed Geminis. It's reaching you guys, okay? So just be aware of that. So you want to be mindful of your thinking, because a lot of people still be down here talking about what came first, the chicken or the egg, all right? They really don't have a clue, What came first, the chicken or the egg? It was a thought. It was a thought. All right? So be mindful of what your thinking can do, okay? In every way, Geminis. Geminis, what you guys need to know right now in this moment on your beautiful, blessed day, that you are a mass key component to this whole divine plan on this beautiful said divine planet Earth. That's right. You see that word? Planet. The higher realm said that word could be no other word than planet. Why? So you will know that you know that you are planned. The last two letters in that word is ET, and it is there for a reason. It's till the end of time. You are planned till the end of time. All right? Well, till the end of Earth's timeline. How about that? You guys need to know that you've been living the ET life all your life. Yeah, you guys have been living the ET life all of your life. That is E, executing low vibe energy, T, transmuting it into high vibe energy. Yes, all day in every way. Ever since you were little, okay? A little Jersey Turnpike. Some of you guys used to have that nickname, Little Jersey Turnpike. I don't know what that was about. Some of you guys used to be, I don't know, I'm hearing Little Clifton O'Neal, some type of Little O'Neal, something like that. Yeah, you had that nickname. Some of you guys had those type of nicknames when you were little. The higher realms is telling me a lot of you guys are nicknamed after planets, or like you guys are nicknames after some streets or something like that. And then others of you guys, some highways, I don't know. That's funny. Trust me, it's like when you were younger, you had these nicknames, so it's just funny. I need to share with you guys that because you are the mass key component to this whole divine plan, the higher realms want you to know that life is your life is your soul's mission, right? It is not a competition. Even though you have people out here in competition with you all day, Gemini, every day, that dressed up garbage can, man. That $500 hat on the 50-cent head, always trying to get you maybe to do something and go to bed. Then you got that other one with all those degrees, more than a thermometer. They have more degrees than a thermometer, but they always calling you or asking you, what should I do? So, yeah, those three, they are in competition with you guys entirely, right? However, the higher realms is telling you guys, along your soul's mission, the reason the higher realms stored that beautiful gift inside of you called your intuition is so when you learn to trust your intuition, you can then begin to see without sight, right? People scratch their head and try to figure out why and how does a blind woman or man get around day or night. Along your soul's journey, the higher realms have really gifted you with that beautiful intuition to employ you on your soul's mission and keep you spiritually tethered to this thing called your spiritual GPS. Now, the higher realms told me that GPS stands for the gods or the guides, or simply your God pointing you to your next step, your next level of step of origin. Now, that acronym for STEP, STEP, is simply the solution to every problem. Problem, you say? The higher realms want you to know in every way that if there's a problem, you created it. See, problems are things that you create. Situations are things that simply happens. So a problem is something that you create. Situations are things that happen. That's why we step back and take a moment and breathe. Right? And say, wait a minute, am I a part of this solution? Oh, then that must mean I'm part of the problem here. Yeah, because Geminis, no matter what we know, remember this, the enemy is enemy. No one can harm me more than I can harm me. No one knows where I am 24 hours a day but me, okay? No one had that access to me more than me. So always remember, just like the word entails, the enemy is truly enemy. In a lot of ways, I'm the only one that can simply stop, delay, or deny me, okay? In every way. So, that's important. You guys, that was important for me to let you guys know in every way. Now, the higher realms really, get a kick out of me telling this story, and I have to tell this story because it's true. The higher realms no longer can speak to you through a burning bush. Gemini, all right? Yeah, no longer can speak to you through a burning bush, So the higher realm said, no, because they'll be calling the fire department, and then here come EMTs and all these, helpers trying to get you away from the scene, the burning bush, and you sitting there like, no, I'm having a conversation with my God. See, that stopped a long time ago. You see? So they'll be trying to put that burning bush out. So the higher realms said, without a doubt, the higher realms are speaking to you through numbers, signs, and synchronicities. That's your birth date, expiration date, and all the little DNA codes in your body. That's right. Did I start an automata give you some butter? No, indeed, sweetie. The higher realms not playing about you, Geminis. Okay? The higher realms want you to realize your numbers, signs, and synchronicities. Okay? Now, your number happens to be this beautiful birthright number of 619. Yeah, that's your birthright number here, 619. That number is 6. The higher realms love that number 6, okay? Because the higher realms is telling you in every way, please expect nothing less than the best from your birth, from your lifetime here, all right? Why? Because the higher realms deem that number 6 as like a perfect number. It has all so many different perfect vibrations and frequencies, that manifests and interwoven itself together to make the higher realms. The higher realms made this world in 6 days. That's why you guys are so precious, all right, in many ways, right? So the higher realms is telling you through your birthright number 6, please, know that you will persevere as long as you do not get distracted. Now, the higher realms want you to know that distractions are sent to dis your actions. See, the higher realms told me that a long time ago to share it with you guys, that distractions are sent simply to dis your actions. So neither look nor to the left nor to the right when your intuition speaks day or night. You heard me? Yeah. So the higher realms want you to know through this birthright number 1. Let me see if I can cut this off, you guys, because I'm thinking it's going to be what's happening. Okay, there it is. Yeah. So the higher realms is telling you guys through this birthright number 1. Ooh, child. Things are going to get easier. Always, yeah. Because it's number 1, man. Geminis, this number 1 was never meant to be a number, ever. Why? Because numbers are meant to be plural. See, the higher realms told you The distance between two dots is one straight line. You hear me? And you guys need to know that number one was never meant to be a number. The number one simply represents God, the Alpha, the Omega. I'm sorry, the Alpha. Ooh, I don't know where that Omega came from. However, the higher realms would like for you to know that the number one represents God, the Alpha, the beginning, okay? You guys represent God, the beginning, because a lot of you guys are alpha males and alpha females out here having this human experience. I can't make it up. A lot of you guys need to know also with this strong alpha energy that, most people can die and come back and never equate the usage of their alpha brain state. That's the bottom line. And you guys are whole alpha males and alpha females here. That's why it's hard for you guys to have found a mate. It's definitely hard to match that alpha energy, all right, in every way. And you have alpha energy, with that number 6 energy. Oh my goodness, right? So 6 plus 1 equals 7, and that's also your birthright number. The higher realms want you to know that without a doubt. That number 7 is your birthright as well. Okay? And when the higher realms speak through that number 7, the higher realms want you to know that be patient in every way, because you guys are definitely connected to the 7th dimensional level of heaven. Okay? So that gives you a certain amount of patience anyway. That's why a lot of people say, man, come on, girl, come on. You think, You are too patient with this situation here. No, indeed. Sometimes you guys have been accused of being too patient with somebody. And I heard somebody too patient with the MF, okay? That's what I've heard. That's what I heard just now. All right? And I'm like, ooh, Geminis. Yeah. However, that's your connection with the 7th dimensional level of heaven. Because 7 reeks of patience. And let me tell you guys what also 7 lets you guys know. When the higher realms is speaking to you through that birthright number 7, it's telling you guys that you're multidimensional spiritual beings. A lot of you guys signed up to have this human experience here, to be of assistance to Mother Earth's new birth, okay? Because it will, be that new earth. Things are turning over. Ooh, like a 4-leaf clover. Things are turning over, you hear me? Yeah, so you guys, listen up. Things will happen abrupt, of course. And I'm talking all good because of your birthright number 7 here. The higher realms are telling you that you need your rest. Make sure you get your rest. Something, needed to say that. You guys have to get your rest. Why? So you can be at your best. All right? And also, you remember I told you guys that the higher realms completed the world in 6 days? On the 7th day, the higher realms took a rest. On the Sabbath day, the higher realms took a rest. So the higher realms said, you need to rest, okay? Because that is your birthright number. You have both birthright numbers, and it's time for you to take a rest, period. Okay? At least get 7 hours of rest so you can be at your best. Because I can tell you guys right now, I'm looking at the higher realm showing me right now. Well, excuse me, you guys. My goodness, the higher realm showing me right now. Yep, he showed me the rest right now, right there. That was unique, right? The higher realm is showing me you guys getting 6 hours. Then sometimes you even flourish off of 1 hour. Sometimes you guys do get the 8 hours, and then sometimes you get the 9. Sometimes you guys get 10 hours. But the bottom line is, the higher realms say get your rest so you can be at your best here. Okay? That's what the higher realms are saying right now to you guys. And through your birthright number 7, the higher realms is letting you guys know that you will overcome every obstacle, okay, and realize success in your life. Why? Because the angels are happy with the choices you made in your physical form along your spiritual journey. So some of you guys have been really making the right choices here, and that is very influential and magnificent, my dear, my sir. Okay. Now, I see you guys have this beautiful number 19. That 1 is in front of that 9. So this also means that you guys have a energy birthright of number 8 as well. So these are a lot of you guys have been seeing these numbers and not knowing why, and honestly, they were all together. So say like number 6, right? And number 1. No. Okay, so a lot of you guys have been seeing 6, 1, yes, I said it right, and then 7, and then 8, and then 9, and then 10. So a lot of you guys have been seeing it just like that, 6, 7, and you not know why. Some of you guys been paid a check like that, or 2 into a time, or 2 in your life, or whatever like that, or something of that nature. Is what I'm getting. Pay attention to, you guys, the number signs and synchronicity that is bestowed upon you, because they have a lot to do with YOU, all right? I can't make it up. That's why you guys are on YouTube. It has a lot to do with you. I can't make this stuff up. It just, it's facts, okay? In every way. So that 1 is to the left of the 9, so I have to acknowledge 1 minus, 9 minus the 1, which equals that number 8. That number 8 is your birthright, right? So the number 8 is designed strategically as so, all right? A circle at the top and a circle below. And that represents you guys, you guys really are here to, and I knew it right away. I don't know, I just knew it, that you guys are here to uplift humanity frequency, uplift Mother Earth's frequency. A lot of people are placed at different places in different times, to increase Earth's vibration and frequency. A lot of you guys are on different parts of the grid. Some people have to live off grid for whatever reason. However, the bottom line is a lot of you guys are here. That's why you woke up one day, believe it or not, Geminis, and you woke up and you didn't realize the world. The world had changed so much. You're like, wait a minute, now what happened? You have a lot to do with that change because of your number 8 birthright frequency. All right? A lot of you guys have this number 8 frequency because of that circle at the top and the circle below. Now, anytime you see a circle, just know that it represents completion, right? And remember, anything at the higher realm, like I was telling you guys, be mindful of your thinking, because your head or your brain is at the top realm of your body. That represents the spiritual realm. You want to keep that clean, right? So the higher realms is saying, that's why you got the crown chakra there and things of that nature. So the higher realms is speaking unto you in regards to your birthright number 8, letting you guys know that that top circle represent you guys completing a spiritual abundance cycle. All right? You see those words? A spiritual abundance cycle. The number 8 reeks of abundance. Abundance comes in many forms. A lot of you guys are abundant in many forms. All right? The bottom circle represents physical abundance. All right? Together they represent total abundance. All right? And a lot of you guys, till infinity and beyond, because when you put it to the side, it's infinity and beyond. So a lot of you guys have this abundant, to this level of abundance that you guys bring to earth frequency. So as it's done above, it shall be done down below. That's what the number 8 represents as well. You guys are bringing this abundance here in this level, right? At this level. And you guys are here to increase the vibration wherever you go. All right? So that's why when you go, I don't know if you guys know with it, but it's here. Maybe it doesn't show right away, but you guys bring it, okay? That abundance in every way. So what this simply means for you guys is, yes, you will be abundant in this lifetime. You will see a increase in your abundance, okay? I can't make it up. I don't know why I heard some of you guys are mortars of abundance. I don't know what that means, okay? Mortars of abundance. I got to look that up and see what that means. Yeah, mortars of abundance. What? I don't know what that means. Some of you guys, yeah. So the bottom line is you guys have this birthright of number 9. And that number 9 is one that simply the higher realms tell you guys right away that you were born spiritually awakened and spiritually aligned. And a lot of you guys came in this lifetime to have a spiritual completion, all right? Because that number 9, that's what it represents, a spiritual completion. A lot of you guys are here to complete a cycle in which you had previously started in a previous lifetime. So what that means is it's going to be a lot of weeping people. A lot of people going to be crying. There's a lot of crying that takes place in this lifetime. Why? Because if you look at it, you guys, your 1 plus 9 and that number 19 equals the number 10. And it's because you guys are not only spiritually ending, but you're physically ending cycles in this lifetime. 1 plus 9 equals 10, right? So that's your birthright number 2. Number 10 as well, okay? So not only are you guys, so it's really hard this lifetime for you guys a little bit. And it's hard for others because a lot of you guys got to put the unnecessary down. This is that time where you really absorb your crown. It's a difference in wearing a crown and absorbing the energy of the crown, okay? In every way. So a lot of you guys are here to, adhere to your crown, in order for you guys to, get around. I can't make this up here, so that's what that represents, you guys. So the number 19 represents a whole new level of spiritual awakening that's going to really give you guys a profound awakening to spiritually complete cycles and physically end cycles in this lifetime, in which the higher realm said, yes, you can, because of your birthright number in its totality, because you have that number 6 there, and that number 6 says you will persevere as long as you do not get distracted, right? So let's add these all up, you guys. Okay, so that goes 6 plus 1 plus 9, right? So that equals number 16, right? So a lot of you guys are number 16 birthright, which means that you also have a new beginning in which you guys are persevering. And you guys need to know that all right, that you will overcome all of these obstacles because you're ending cycles. Because that, so your birthright in its totality is 16. Shout out to those who have a 16-year-old. Shout out to those who are 61 years old. Shout out to those who are 61 to 69 years old. My goodness. Yeah. And shout out to those who have a 61 to 9 years old that's really strong in their energy. That's their spiritual guide in their life, because a lot of you guys have this spiritual guide in your life that are these numbers as well, as from 61 to 69, okay? And some of you guys have a guiding spirit that's 6 years old, all right? Some of you guys have a spirit in your life that's 19 years old. That's a leader. That's a spiritual leader for you guys, or a spiritual guide. And they're going to grow into being a phenomenal leader because they are natural born leaders, okay? Some of you guys knew that since they were 6 years old. And some of you guys, it's your child. Some of you guys, it may be your grandchild, your niece, or things of that. It's a child figure is what I'm getting from 6 to 19 years old. Yeah, so go ahead with your bad self. Some of you guys got a birthmark. The higher realms is showing me on your right cheek in your bottom side. I don't know if you guys know that, but that's where it is. Because some of you guys been, where is my birthmark? But they never told you. Some of you guys, they told you, but you forgot. Or now you're going to remember. I don't know, something like that. But the bottom line is, that's you guys, right? Yeah. I don't know. Some of you guys, I don't know, the higher realm saying you kind of having an issue with how to wear your hair today. I don't know what that is. You know, yeah. And yeah, Geminis, I was cut off briefly, but that's okay because it's all right. I was just talking my head off for a second or two, but that's okay. But I want to also acknowledge that number 10 birthright because that's phenomenal. A lot of you guys have that birthright of number 10. You remember I told you that number 1 was never meant to be a number? That's right, because numbers were meant to be plural. All right, well, that's 0. All right, it's in there as well. So your number 1 is the alpha. See, 1 plus 9 equals 10. You see, and that's your birthright as well. So that number 10 is significant. It talks about that physical end. So what I want to briefly let you guys know and break down the number 10 is that 1 and that 0. You have that God-like energy. That number 1 is God, the alpha, the beginning. That 0 is God. All right? The omega, the end. So a lot of you guys have that God-like energy in you from the beginning to the end. I can't make it up. Okay, so let's remind you of that in every way. Like I said, you guys have come to really induce that crown, to embrace your crown, who you are, and really remember who you are, because that is what the whole ideology of meditation is. People think meditation is something else, like, namaste, it'd be like namaste be and all that. No, it's just so you can remember who you are as well, because it's going to give you everything that you need in bits and pieces. Just like, sometimes it has to come through a dream, it has to come through certain things, it has to come through deja vu for some people as well. But no one can tap in as well as you. That's why you must manifest. You must meditate and manifest. Okay, a lot of you guys manifest, but you must spend your time, in a manifestive, why I keep saying manifestive. A lot of you guys are manifesting. That's great job. Or some of you guys really need to do this, because like I told you, you have the ability to do this. That's ordained from the higher realms. Shout out to all of my military crew. I love you guys and all that you do. And your family too. So thank you so much for your service is what I'm trying to say. Now, in every way, that's what I'm trying to say. So the bottom line is, you guys be mindful of that, please. The meditation is not a representation of you. Meditation is your spiritual information. You tapping into your spiritual information. And I need to write that. So I'm going to write that and solidify, because the higher realm just gave that to me. I'm going to post that as well. All right? The meditation is you tapping into your spiritual information, your spiritual DNA information, okay? In every way. It's not for you to, it's not a limitation, or it's not a representation of who you are, because people make jokes about, namaste. No. It's you tapping in, all right? Because you came here, with that zen to win. All right. Now let me see what's going on here. Like I said, your birthright number in its totality is number 16. And that in its totality, 1 plus 6 equals 7. So that's what you guys are. You guys are connected to the 7th dimensional level of heaven. That's the bottom line. So be mindful of your patience, because in your number 16, the higher realms is telling you you have a new beginning, in which the higher realms gave you guys, because you have this energy within you guys. But the higher realms say you must recognize that you will persevere as long as you do not get distracted. That's the bottom line. Along this path, you will overcome these obstacles and realize success. You hear me? All right. Therefore, you have to practice what you have been given from the seventh dimensional level of heaven, which is that patience. And then you must get your rest. I can't make it up, so you can be at your best. It's all there for you guys. Okay. And then acknowledge that this is all a test, because a lot of you guys are apprentices. Some of you, you guys came back to be, apprentice, spiritual apprentice, and a lot of you guys are simply spiritual apprentice. That's why you're here to mortar. Okay, now I see mortar that abundant part that is not to be, is not here to be, right? Spiritually in cycle, physically in cycles. That's what I'm getting. So that's, I believe, where that mortar came from. So let's get into your read, you guys. Now, alongside all of that, I'm seeing that you guys, leaving those past friends behind. Is something about this past friend that may approach you or try to come towards you, or maybe even try to. They're in your energy, but they're in the past. It's a feminine energy, okay? And you had to let them go in every way because they were draining financially. All right. They were draining you financially. You guys were the opposite of one another. A lot of you guys used to be people having their sugar honey iced tea together. So a lot of you guys had to, kind of 86 this friendship or relationship, because it was affecting you financially. They always had a reason to dig in your pockets, and that's the opposite of who you are and what you stand for, at this time, and that was, a person from your past, you know what I mean? So you guys you don't want this to last. You want this to move on. You want to move on from this. And I see some blocked spell work here. I do see that. I don't know what that's about. Somebody tried to make you compromise something all year. They've been doing this spell work and it's been blocked. And the higher realm said that's the tea. That's the tea, the coffee, and that's what it be. Yeah, that's funny. The higher realm said that's a cup of tea and a coffee, and that is simply how it be. Yeah, because some of you guys thought this would be like a friendship or a partnership for a lifetime until, whatever this is, that's a beautiful thing. So this, whatever they were trying to do to you guys, they could not do it, because a lot of you guys, your chakras are cleansed. Some of you guys did something and your chakras are cleansed. Some of you guys may have called upon one of your angels, maybe Archangel Metatron. So a lot of you guys know Archangel Metatron. Yeah. A lot of angels walk this earth. So y'all, not only just, a lot of people walk this earth, and they know what this is worth. You know what I mean? So they know that they know. So some of you guys call upon your angel here, and they really helped you guys activate and open your chakras and clear and cleanse your chakra. Using some, maybe you guys didn't know. Maybe you guys have something on and you don't know you're using it to cleanse your chakra, like something with a esocentric, geometric type of shape or something like that, a sacred shape. Some of you guys may even have on the Metatron, the Archangel Metatron's symbol or something like that. That's what I'm getting for a lot of you guys. Yeah, so let me make this quick, you guys. What I see for you guys, some of you guys are not working at this time because you would not like to at this time. A lot of you guys are not going to work for today, your beautiful day. All right, the higher realms is telling you guys that you are very clairsentient, okay? A lot of you guys are clairsentient, okay? You guys need to notice the recurring physical and emotional feelings as they signify divine guidance. And that's what I tell a lot of people too, you know what I mean? I'm going to see if I can find my specific well, I may not have time, but you guys, when your back is hurting, when your arm is hurting, when something is hurting, it's always good to do the spiritual research on why that part of your body is reacting, because each part of your body has a spiritual meaning. Like some people, their back hurt because they feel spiritually that they're not supported, and I'm telling you, that support goes from the higher to the lower realm, you know what I'm saying? And that really affects your energy. That's why I say, please hug a tree, you know what I'm saying? Or something, you guys, to get that, strong energy, thing like that. So that's what I see for you guys. And let me backtrack, because I want to go back to this female here, or this energy that's like, maybe you guys are with a creative person or whatever like that, but it's coming like you guys are not talking to this female. This is a female. And a lot of you guys have a lot of angels here near you, okay? And they're helping you guys. I see Archangel Shamuel here helping you guys with your spiritual soulmate relationship, okay? And to help you guys with the relationship harmony is also Archangel Ragul. Okay. We angels are opening their hearts. They're opening their hearts, for everyone involved, okay? So they're opening your person's heart. They're opening your heart, because you guys got to be gentle with one another. I do see that. And they're saying arguments and conflicts are being resolved now. Because it's all about finances. It's like, oh, somebody lost something, and what was it going on? However, even though that's material, would you like to lose a spiritual connection for a material loss? Let me try this again. Would you like to lose a spiritual connection for a material loss? All right. Because then that's telling you who's the boss, right? So I see you guys spiritual. I see your chakras are cleansed. I see a lot of that. And I see you guys not working a day. And you guys need to know that you are clairsentients in every way. So you got so when something hurts, it's your body. It's the high. It's like your intuition. You know what I'm saying? However, the higher realms give you certain gifts so you can feel and you can know that, okay, yeah, that's what's happening right now. Like, I know certain things when something happens. It's almost like when your nose itch or your ear itch, whichever side itch, your left ear, somebody saying something not so good, the right ear, somebody saying something so good, right? The bottom line is, certain things, like when you bite your tongue or your jaw or something like that, somebody talking bad about you, type of stuff like that, weird stuff. However, these are similar to that, is what I'm trying to say. All right. So what's behind scenes is you guys, it's like you guys shock these quote unquote different levels of people by taking your flight, because you saw it as a flight risk, you know what I'm saying, to be with these people, off site, you take flight, you know what I'm saying. It's either fight or flight, and you chose to flight, okay, is what I see. And yeah, this was you been took your power back, Gemini. Oh my goodness. What I'm saying, yeah, you guys been took your power back. Wow, you been took your power back. Yeah, Archangel Raziel helped you guys take your power back. They made you use your God-given power and intention to manifest blessings in your life. And that means you had to walk away from these levels and different levels of low vibe energy that was coming through, and you shocked them because they had no idea what you could spiritually do. And what make it so bad is it's weird because people don't act like you have the spiritual news flash. People like us with these spiritual gifts, a lot of times we can tell, so far away that they're even near, you know what I'm saying, that they're coming, that they're thinking near, you know what I mean? So the bottom line is, yeah, you guys are gifted. I do know that, okay? And alongside with that clairsentience, a lot of you guys have lost a lot of friends, even sexually in the past. You lost a lot of, very close friends. Close now. I said the word close. I didn't say good. I said close. That's because you guys allow them to be close, right? And close in some of you guys in sexual ways, So, and alongside with that clairsentience, you guys are clairognigens, okay? Which is you guys started paying attention to your thoughts and your ideas because you guys realized they were coming to you from your prayers being answered. So you guys had to do what you had to do here is what I see. So that part is clear. So that's what I'm getting for you guys. And I'm going to also get what's good for you today and what's not good for you today, okay? Let's see what's going on with that. Oh, Gemini, a lot of you guys are, I can't make it up. Okay. Let me start. Because a lot of you guys are very sensitive today. You have a lot of, sensitivity, a lot of emotions running high, a lot of energies. And so the higher realms want you to honor your feelings today in such a way as when you do have a idea, go ahead and follow through with the action, okay? To bring your idea to fruition, okay? In every way. Now, the higher realms saying now what the higher realms don't want you to do is to ignore, all right, the spiritual signs and synchronicity and the spiritual clue, because a lot of you guys have children unbeknownst to you that are indigo and crystal children, right? So the higher realms don't want you to lose sight of that, okay? Because they're helping you with your children. And the higher realms don't want you to ignore, the help that you're receiving. Because a lot of you guys will awaken, fully right now to this fact that you have these type of children and that you're getting help from the higher realms, the spiritual realms. The spiritual realms is showing you your sight, because a lot of you guys are clairvoyance, okay? A lot of you guys are clairvoyant, so you can see, clearly, and the higher realms is helping you to see your children clearly for who they are, and they're helping you to see their situation clearly for who they are. Don't write them off. You hear me? Archangel Metatron is riding with you guys like I don't know what, and Archangel Raziel is riding with you guys like I don't know what. You guys have a bond with your children right now, you can help them in every way. So the bottom line is you guys need to recognize that they are indigo and crystal children. And a lot of you guys that do not have any children, you guys are a product of that. You are crystal and indigo children yourself, and you're very clairvoyant, and the higher realms do not want you to ignore your gifts. When you receive this awakening or this spiritual nudge, the higher realms is speaking to you guys, letting you realize that heavenly love is right here for you guys. All right. And don't ignore what you see, because that's what they're saying, spiritually. They're telling you that. Don't ignore what you see, because, some people say, oh, no, that can't be real, or I don't know that. Well, the higher realms don't want you to do that today, because a lot of you guys are indigo crystal children in every way, and a lot of you guys have those indigo crystal children in every way. So when you see certain things about them, or when you notice something, just know that you have this message that's for you today. I love you guys. This is when we must part ways. If life, lasts, and death pass, you will see or hear me again. Until then, parlay, peace be unto you, Geminis, and within one.